Hey YouTube, Table Smasher here. I hope everyone had a good New Year's. Able to celebrate with friends and family, stayed safe, had tons of fun. Today, I have some dollar packs that I was able to get from Dollar General. They're the score packs. As you can see, there's 5 packs in each card. I was able to pick up 42 of them. That's all they had left in the box. So it should be fun. Nice, small, quick rip to get into. I wonder what we could pull in these. It should be. Let's see here. As we could look for. There's 400, 300 base, 100 rookies. Also look for base orange, orange rookies, first ballot, orange celebration, throwback, league leaders, anniversary rookies, step ahead, mystery rookies. And that should be about it for the uh, inserts that we could pull. All right, let's get into this first pack here. In the first pack, we got Adrian O'Connell on the orange parallel. And then we have some of our base. This pack only has 4 cards in it. I got ripped off 1 card. Got panini'd. All right, next pack. All right, these packs are kind of difficult to open for some reason. Swear I know what I'm doing. There we go. All right, Nick Scorton for our rookie. And then we got Denzel Ward on the orange. Trey Tucker, Jordan Brooks, Alec Pierce. All right, let's see what we can get in this next pack. See, these things are difficult to open. Let's try this other way. There we go. All right, we got the league leaders, Tampa Bay, Bucky Irving, celebrations, Malik Neighbors, Isaac Garendo, Russell Wilson for our base. All right, and for the throwback, we got Jackson Smith and Jigba. Our rookie was Shador Sanders. And then our 3 base, Joe Mixon, Vince Young. I'll just double check and make sure I didn't miss any other rookies. All right, get into the next pack. All right, for our rookie, it was Walter. And then we got JSN on the orange proof. And then Drake May on the throwback. And Bucky Irving in another vet base. Ravel Jr. And then we got TJ Watt on the, I think that's like a gold or yellow sack attack. It's not numbered. Throwback of Malik Neighbors. And then our base. Alright, come on, pack. You can open up. Come on, there we go. Alright, Jalen Noel on the rookie, and George Kittle on the orange. And then our three, Chris Boswell, Grady Garrett, Stephon Gilmore. Some solid vet bases. All right, Riley Leonard, Kobe Bryant, first ballot Hall of Fame of Ken Houston. I'm just trying to fly through these packs, see what we can get. Unfortunately, were difficult to open, but so be it. Maybe I should have used scissors. Elijah Arroyo, Nick Scorton, JJ, and our base. I can't remember what I was double checking. Maybe I was double checking to see if there was numbered cards there. All right, Dual Carter, Elijah Badger, wide receiver for Kansas City on the orange. Trey Hendrickson on the sack leaders. Jane Daniels, base. Come on. Some of these packs, they just did not want to open up. All right, we got Kyle Williams and Joe Thomas on the first ballot. And then our three base. All right, we got Andrew Makuba and Nick Chubb on the orange. Jahmyr Gibbs for the league leaders, and then our two base. All right, we got one pile down. 3 more still to go. Let's see what we get in this next pack. Matthew Golden, and then Zacchaeus on the orange, and then our base. We got a Rams player there. Since the Rams are in the playoffs, hopefully some of your guys' teams made the playoffs. They just leave a comment about who your favorite team is and if they made the playoffs or not. You can see that we had Garrett Wilson and then Malik Neighbors there on some inserts, and then some base. Come on. Open up, pack. You can do it. There we go. Ollie Gordon, Chase Brown on the orange. First ballot of Earl Campbell. And then our 3 base. Let's see what comes next. James Pierce, Rashard White on the orange, Hunter Henry, Puka, go Rams. All right, next pack. And we got Turpin on the orange. League leaders on the Titans. Nick Westbrook-Akine for the leaders. Next pack. All right. Quinn Ewers now starting for the Dolphins. Throwback for Michael Penix. Troy Horton. Trey Harris on the orange. Not bad, been having some good games lately. Brandon Aubrey. All right, next pack. If it can open up, open. All right, we got Tedero McMillan, Barber, and then our 3 base. I don't know why I'm looking at them. Just base. Move on. All right, Josh Simmons for the Kansas City Chiefs on the orange, our rookie, and our 3 base. Come on, just move on. Move on to the next pack. Come on. Jalen Royals, Will Johnson. There's Trey Hendrickson, Highsmith, someone else. All right, we are about halfway through. Can't open a pack. There's Trevor Etienne, Zach Ertz. Fortunately, tore his ACL. Yeah, halfway through now. I think now we start to get some good stuff here. There's base Jackson Dart, Mari Cooper, who is now retired. And we got celebrations of Jamar Chase. Benjamin Morris, Aaron Jones on the orange, and 3 base. And then we got Shedeur Sanders on the anniversary parallel here. Yeah, at first I didn't know it was the anniversary. Did some research. It's like I know it. I was like, hold on, I knew it's different than the other ones. I know I pulled a base Shedeur. There's Garrett Wilson on the sack attack on the pink. You know, he's just that one away from that sack leader or sack record. Hopefully he gets that soon. Yeah, here we go. Looking for the other Shedeur. Yeah, see? Like I said, didn't know it was the anniversary one. All right, next pack. Will Johnson, Luther Burden on the orange. And then our 3 base. All right, there's Bajer again, Travis Kelce. It's possibly, his last season with the Chiefs. And TJ Watt on the sack attack. I don't think it'll be Travis Kelce's last season, but, you know, I think they at least need to make a playoff run for it to be his last season. They're not gonna end there. All right, Cam Scattaboo, John Elway on the orange, Sakataka, Will Anderson Jr., and our two base. All right, into this next pack here. If it ever opens up, come on, you could do a Table Smasher. All right, Xavier Watts, and then we got Cam Ward on that anniversary parallel, and Kitchens on the league leaders for that interception, for that pick six. Next pack. Come on. And Brock Purdy on the orange. Brady Cook, been cooking with the Jets. All right, and this is the last pack of this third pile, and it was with Buda Baker on the orange. All right, last 10 packs here. Let's get some good magic going. I'm on pack. There you go. You got it. And we got Grady Garrett. This definitely was a nice little fun rip of 42 packs. They're just a dollar and a quarter, maybe $1.50 each. All right, and on here we got Josh Jacobs on the orange. Rookie and our base. Count packs, I think 8 left. If only I could get these packs to open better. And then we got some Green Bay Packer quarterback, Don something. Way before my time. No offense to the Cheeseheads. And I got the kicker for the Patriots. Garrett Wilson on the throwback. And I had him in my fantasy league. And unfortunately, he was injured, but nothing I could do about that. Got third place. Just got my buy-in back. All right, and then we got the Colts rookie defensive end, JT something. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce it. Maybe I did. All right, we should be getting down to the last 5 packs, maybe. And we got another throwback of Drake May. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can get. Open up pack. Do it. And there's the kicker. Dave Krieg, quarterback for the Seahawks. Boo Seahawks. And let's get into these last couple packs. Luther Burden and Tyrone Tracy Jr. on the orange. Sack attack. Daniel Hunter. Travion Henderson, Meekin McFadden. And this is the last pack magic. Could we get maybe a Dart orange, Travion Henderson orange, and Josh Conley Jr. A first ballot of Joe Thomas again. All right, that was it. All 42 packs. Nice fun rip. This was, had to get some football back in since we did a bunch of basketball in a row. You guys let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Sorry for the audio. At the end, after I got done recording, I realized I didn't have my